Good morning. I'd like to offend a few people this morning. Is that okay? Is it okay if I offend a few people? I'm going to talk about something that has merit, but I really don't like the way it's typically talked about in our culture and society, and that's The Secret, the movie The Secret. I think that this is a garbage movie on so many levels. So if I haven't offended you yet, just stick around for a little bit. I'll offend you a little bit more. The reason this movie is garbage is that it places this idea of like, oh, the universe, God, whatever, something outside of yourself. That's what you need to rely on to feel satisfaction in life on some level. And the reason I disagree with that is because I believe fully that if we are always having an external locus of control, if we think that control is outside of ourselves, then what we need to rely on is luck. And we won't develop the skills we need to grow because we'll say, well, it doesn't matter what I do anyway, it's outside of myself. And I think that there's this idea of depending on other people or other things outside of ourselves, that there's other powers that we need to rely on. The power is within you. The power is within you. So what I want you to do is practice affirmations. I talked about affirmations yesterday. Practice affirmations. Affirmations affect us on a really deep personal level. And this is how I want you to go deeper with yourself and how it will influence you far deeper. I hinted at this yesterday. What I want you to do is make an affirmation a little bit like a mantra. So if you think about what a mantra is something you repeat to yourself over and over and let it sink in. So instead of saying, I'm going to practice joy today, and then run off and drink your coffee and get along with your day. Instead of doing that, what I want you to do is sit with an affirmation deeply. What is an example? I am growing in abundance and love and success as I help others reach their goals. Okay, so that's an example of an affirmation. And if you were to practice that affirmation, what I would do, what I do because it helps me so much, is if I find that I'm kind of skipping over a word or not really thinking deeply, if my mind is distracted because I'm inundated with so much other stuff around me, what I will often do is I will just sit with one word or one phrase. Maybe I will sit with the phrase of, I'm going to grow in abundance today. I'm going to grow in abundance. Abundance. Maybe take a couple of breaths and sit with the idea. Abundance. What does that mean to me? Well, allow that to sink in and just repeat the word abundance. Or I'm going to grow in abundance. And what will happen is as you sit with this over time, make it prayer-like. Make it meditative. What will happen is that idea is going to sink into you. The first couple of times you say it, it's not going to mean a lot. But as you say it more and more, you start to feel it deeper. And you start to engage with the idea a little bit more. It sinks down into your subconscious mind a little bit more. And you start to you'll start to feel fear at times and excitement at times and joy at times. And this is helpful. This is helpful. So if I was to practice an affirmation like that, often I will focus on a word or a phrase, and then I'll move to the next one. And sometimes slow down on that one. And sometimes I'll go through the affirmation fairly quickly, but often I will just slow it right down and repeat one word, repeat one phrase a lot. Saying simply to yourself, I am enough today. I am enough today. Or I have everything I need for today. I have everything I need. Repeat that over and over. What will happen is you will actually be able to tell when your consciousness changes. When you start to repeat this and it actually sinks into yourself. What you're doing is you're influencing yourself. So coming back to The Secret, again, there are many good things about The Secret and ideas in there that I adhere to and I teach people all the time. What I don't like is this idea that you simply have to say things. You simply say things enough times and that it changes the entire world. Because that's not true. What's true is that if you engage with things and they become emotional to you and they start motivating you, then it affects your actions. And when you take action, that's what changes the world. When you take action, that's what changes the world. But in order to take action, we need to start changing how we think and how we feel about something. We need to be motivated towards certain actions. And that's super, super important. And I don't think that movie does a great job of explaining how important it is to take the actions. It simply talks about the idea and putting it out there to the universe. And again, I'm not trying to trample on people's beliefs here, but I believe it is super important. We need to take action. In order to take action, we need to sit with something and really understand something. Be motivated by something. What I'm going to encourage you to do today is practice an affirmation in a mantra-like fashion. Sit with words, sit with phrases until they sink into you. That's the only way I have to describe it right now. And if you do this and you allow this to happen, you will know exactly what I mean. My clients that practice this and see phenomenal results from this are people that are willing to take the action. So be willing to take the action today. Sit with an idea, sit with a thought. Take 5-10 minutes, just be with it. And this will have a profound effect on your day. Enjoy doing this. Enjoy allowing something to sink deeper. Enjoy seeing how your consciousness changes. And if you're afraid of this, that's okay. Give me a call. Connect with me. I'll help you out with this a little bit, okay? If you've got challenges to this, if you are like, Mark, you're a complete jerk because you talked about the secret this way, that's fine. Interact with me. I'd love to interact with you. Enjoy your day.